This absolute beaut of a unit is our 1970 something Ford 555 backhoe. Minus the backhoe, we've been in the process of converting it over to a loader ever since we bought a mini excavator, with the idea that we can put some remotes on the back, turn that into a dump trailer, not that, and pull a dump trailer or a grader box or something like that behind this loader and have a good functioning machine, purpose-built for what we need to do. These are the controls that we worked on last time we put this together. We're gonna make a toolbox out of this little compartment here. We've got the hydraulic hoses, they finally came in, so we're gonna get some hydraulic hoses hooked up. And then what I got left this afternoon, we're gonna work on figuring out where these remotes go. Step one, see if we can get our new hydraulic hoses hooked up. This is a size 16, 1-inch hose. A lot of people suggested Hydraulics Direct online. I priced all this stuff out with them, and after shipping, it was the exact same cost as having my local shop make them. So if I'm spending the same amount of money, even if I was gonna save a little bit of money with them, I'd still just prefer use my local shop. So that's what I did. These are size 14, 90s swivel. Let's see if we can get these figured out. We gotta go from there and bend it into a 90 and come out right here. Who's designing this loader? Ford engineer? It's just instant regret, honestly. This ain't gonna work. Crap. Oh, do you know what will work though? I see something. Hold on. I got it. Oh, we got an idea. We got an idea. What if we take that whole fitting off? Make my life a little easier. Classic 8th turn scenario. Good. Yeah, okay. All right, we're stuck again. This is going good. It's loose. I just need to spin it off there. There we go. Well, I don't know what it was for, but I don't think I need it anymore. Would you just turn on there? Just start. Oh, I think that's starting. I think it started. Oh, yes. I was wrong. I was wrong. It wasn't starting. It seemed, that was hilarious. Good joke, loader. I appreciate that. What is that? The shifter? This isn't the time. All right, we're on the bottom. Now we just have to get to the top. And it would appear that's gonna be tricky too. Who measured this? It was me. I did it. Let me grab my hardline adjustment tool here. So we're gonna make slight modifications of hard lines. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing here. lift action maybe. Oh, there's still many holes in the floor. Somebody should fix that. It's on there, okay. Good, that's good, everything's good. Remind me, if this line ever blows, we're just selling it, okay? We're just gonna sell it at that point. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Don't hate that at all. Okay, cool. Yep. Oh, yes. These are all made snug and tight. That is fantastic. That is good. That's good. This is good. Where are you guys at? Right there we are. This is great. Got one earbud. The other one, I think it's in the oil pan down below, so that's not great. So I have a bunch of these random fittings from a previous project. When we did a project with Summit Hydraulics, which, by the way, hydraulic valving and stuff on this tractor, these valves and all the fittings I got was from Summit Hydraulics. And then this tractor, they make, this is a third valve. It's a diverter kit. See the buttons on my, up there? They make a kit. And now I've got a third function on the loader. We could talk about it, or I could just show you. I've got my third function, runs down this boom, and I can run, I've got a grapple I run off this. And the diverter valve is tucked in under here. Tucked in right there, nice and neat. Runs up. So depending on what your needs are, they've got like universal kits. You gotta know what you're doing, you gotta be able to fabricate a little bit. They've got kits for specific tractors as well, but if you just have like an old tractor that isn't gonna be common to have a third function on the front of it, they have just universal kits. And you got to be able to do a little bit of your own work and understand the hydraulics a little bit to make it work, but they're good kits, they're good people. Never had issues with it. That thing has been sweet. Anyway, from that project, I have a bunch of these fittings left over, and they're honestly bigger than I need, probably. Here's the thing, anything I build for the back of this, I'm building myself. So I can get whatever fittings I need to match what's on this tractor. And these are Summit fittings as well. I don't know if it shows up on there, but on the back of this, I'd like to run, well, that'd be a pain in the butt making the connection, wouldn't it? So close together. It's nice to be able to have room when you're making that connection on there. Oh gosh. Initially, I envisioned them right here, but you get them that close together, that's, see where my fingers are at? That's a pain in the butt. And I don't want to be battling stuff like that. Do I take this glass out too and just fill that in solid and give myself lots of room? Do I need a window there? If I ever did a pull behind grater box, let's see, yeah, I mean, back where you guys are at. Blade would be back here. Let me look from the seat and see where I'm at. I feel like I might want a window there. Spin around. No, I can see you guys. It's fine. I don't need a window there. Looks good. Yeah, I think we're gonna pull that glass too. Okay. Oh gosh, my steering wheel. Don't worry about that. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna carry that window. We'll weld some steel in. Boom, boom. I love that. by no means a professional welder. I am self-taught, but I do feel like we're making a little progress. Not bad, and that's welded, top side's welded on the inside. Now, see if we can map out our holes. We'll get some holes drilled out. You guys get it, map it, you know what we're doing. So we'll have our two big circuits. They're small. Lots of space. Even for a gloved hand. I like it. So I don't have the bulkhead fittings yet, obviously, but we've got little pilot holes through. When we get the bulkhead fittings, I can take a step bit and get the perfect size for those fittings. I don't want to get the wrong hole in that metal, but now they're what I would consider pretty permanently marked. So we should be ready to pick up whenever that stuff comes in. Next thing, this is supposed to be a toolbox. I need to build a lid for it. What I'd like to do is make it out of one piece of this diamond plate and break it and weld the corners in and weld it in place. Then I don't really have the tools to do that, to make the bend, but I have some tools that are kind of close to being able to do that. So we're gonna give it a whirl. We're gonna see what happens. I'm tempted to just make it square, try to set it in place, and this angle will be the last thing we cut. We'll slide it over and make a mark. So knowing that, let's just make it bigger than it needs to be. I need the lip to bend up on this side high enough to fill this hole in. So 7 at least. Okay, remember 17 and 18, and we'll play with some math over here. Okay. So what I have is this old brake. It's like a sheet metal brake. All right, it's definitely not made for anything this thickness. That being said, I'm hoping with some heat from the torch and maybe a gentle score, we can get a relatively crispy bend. Even a radius isn't going to hurt my feelings, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to gently score these. We'll give it a little heat and we'll see what we end up with. It's working really well. Okay. Oh, come on. Just beat it into submission. Beating it got me further than anything else. All right, new plan. We're just gonna do some deep scores and bend it, weld it back. This is what we ended up with on this side. It's not terrible, but it's a lot more work than I feel is worth it. So what I'm gonna do on this one, we're just gonna cut all the way through, leave like 2 or 3 inches on each end, then just bend that 2 or 3 inches with some heat and weld it back. I think that's gonna be faster and less laborious. I don't know if you're seeing this, but the shop settings have dramatically improved. I think that off-fall piece is going to work perfect for the outside of that. That's a fine looking box. You can see where the wind picked up and blew some of my shielding gas out of the way, but for what we're doing, should be fine. Let's set it in there and then we can figure this angle out. Okay, so it'll go like this. Fits in there like that. Oh my gosh, okay. All right. Fella's getting excited. It's gonna go like that. Look at that, it'll block the top half. And then door, chains, who knows? Whatever you want, man. It's a toolbox. And cooler, you know, or chains, also whatever you want. But we need to trim this. So the easiest way I know to do that, I'm just gonna measure back, see what that gap is. And then we will go from 0 to this measurement down here. I made a little bit of a math mistake. Again, it's okay. None of this really matters. We're just having fun and learning and teaching ourselves some things. Practicing some skill sets, because what else are you gonna do? Watch YouTube all day? Yeah, I hope so. I hope you are. But I think she'll still serve the function just fine. We can call it an artist's touch. You know what? That isn't bad. I did math for the bottom. I forgot the top, the side angles out too. I think we'll probably just leave it though. We'll call it a drain. You know what I mean? I think it'll be fine. It's not gonna hurt my feelings at all. Not gonna hurt my feelings at all. The other thing I forgot is this also leans out. So there's gonna be a gap here. I don't know. Oh man, there's a big hole right there too. Okay, we may have to do something about this. Some cleaning up on this with the grinder, and then we'll get it put into place here. All right. I want to hear this thing run. I want to see it move. It hasn't ran in months. Do I see a wasp nest right through that hole? It's pretty cold. They're not gonna do anything. Oh, you guys are over there. Anyway, I want to see this thing run and move around. It's been a while. It needs it. It needs it bad. So, that's what we're gonna do. I don't even see anything in that tank. Go figure. Take the backhoe off and all the fluid drains out. Let's check where we're at, but I bet it takes all 5. Oh, at least, heck, I probably need another bucket. Yeah. Probably have to get another bucket at some point. It'll be enough to move it today, though. Oh, it is on the dipstick now, so that's encouraging. You probably need another gallon or so, though, but enough to move it. Let's check this. It's got it. That's what we're looking for. Go ahead and turn the fuel on. That'll work. Gonna need one of those probably. Yeah, probably. We have the fanciest battery. Oh, that's fine. Battery clips. It's a hose clamp. Rebuilding this battery box to accept a different kind of battery is definitely on the list. Battery securement strap. Perfect. The plan, we're gonna crank on it until we get a little fuel, all right? And once we get a little fuel, we're gonna give her a little, okay? It's been a minute, it's been a long minute, several minutes, thousands of minutes. We're gonna give her a little of the old nose candy there and help get her going. But we'll make sure we get some fuel through the system first. Oh man, I got all these wrenches in here. I wish I had a place to put them. I guess we built the toolbox. I don't know if I told you that. Okay. Give her a little snoot. I'm gonna be honest, I think with a fully hot battery, I think she'd have spun over just fine without the spray assist. We got a lot of things to look at because we've changed a lot of things. So let's make sure nothing's crazy's going on. These valves are all closed, so there shouldn't be anything coming out, but you never know the state of the valves, and I don't see anything coming out. So that is good. I don't see any leaks here. Don't tack with your hand because it could get into your skin and it could kill you, so that's not good. There's that there, no leaks. Everything's looking really, really nice. Let's check through the peephole at the bottom side. I see a slight drip, but I think that is actually, I think I lied. I do have a little fluid coming out of that valve, but once you get that plumbed into the remotes back here, that won't be a concern. It's not a major concern for what we're doing right now. Let's make sure there's nothing on this end of the operation. She looks good. She sounds so good. Look at that. She's still a thing. All right, let's bring her down a little bit. We got good oil pressure. All right. Don't worry about that. I just put it into reverse before putting it into neutral. That's fine. Okay, here we go. Backwards. doesn't turn. Why doesn't she turn? Oh, because the steering wheel's not attached. Okay, hold on. Do we turn now? Now we have control of the front wheels. That's crucial if you don't want to hit anything. All right, listen to her. She sounds so good. Now imagine it down here. Hold on, let me, all right, let me go over here. She feels balanced really well. This is the first time I've moved it since I haven't had the hoe on it. She's so sporty. She feels great. Imagine, if you will, backed up to the dump trailer. All right. See it back there? Okay. Swivel seat, we turn, we want to dump, we just dump it. We're going to shorten this lever. We'll probably chop it off to about there. Then we dump it, we lower it, we swivel, we go. Swivel seat, we can run the grater box or whatever we want. I'll be able to see it on the back side. I got a place to put all my stuff. Easy access to work on all the hoses whenever they inevitably blow, and that one is leaking not great. So we're gonna cut this short here. But let me go put the bucket on, because the machine needs the bucket. There's a mower deck in there. Shut her down here. We got one leak. I'll show you what we got going. Put that on the ground. It's not a leak I'm concerned about though. It's coming out of that fitting. There's nothing coming out between the valve blocks, which is good. It's just coming out of that fitting. And once we get those hoses on and back there, that will no longer be an issue. I think she's a good looking unit. Get us some hinges, you know, a little thingamabob there. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think she's gonna look great. And not having that hoe on the back is fantastic. She feels very balanced. We haven't put a big load in the bucket or pushed or tried to pick anything heavy up and back up a hill. That'll be the test, but she feels really good. There's not one end that feels light right now. It feels even. I guess I would say feels very even. So that's encouraging that it's going to work the way we want. And then not having that backhoe on the back, being able to get sideways in something like that, and not have to worry about backing into stuff and smacking that thing around, so much nicer. I am cloud like 27. This is fantastic. Fantastic. And she still runs, which is great. We all knew she did, but it feels good to hear it and drive it and know that what we're building is actually going to get used. If it's your first Captain Kleeman video, you're jumping into a pretty cool part of this project. And if you scroll through my playlist section on the channel, there's a Ford 555. It'll take you all the way back to when we first got it up to now. So if this is something that piques your interest, you can rewatch all those videos in the playlist. It should just play one after the other. I had one guy say that it started at the end and then worked its way to the beginning. I think I got it fixed. I don't know. We'll see. Try it. They're all there. You may just have to click around a little bit. If you've been with us for a while, you're probably pretty excited to see this, but not as excited as you are to see the YouTube yacht. And if we get the tool we're supposed to get tomorrow, the guy that owned it needed it back for a little bit, then we'll be on the YouTube yacht on the next video. That'll be exciting. If some reason he got held up and he's not finished with it, we'll probably just be back on this. And then by the end of the week, it's no rain for the rest of the week with a little bit of wind, which will kind of help dry things out. Hopefully, we'll be putting stone into that clearing job down there so we can get that thing knocked out, which is pretty exciting. We'll get some hydraulic fittings ordered. We'll get some hoses made. We've got all the steel to finish patching everything in. A lot of people see it as just a junk old loader. This junk old loader has taught me a lot though. And we're still gonna get some good use out of it. I can't wait till that dump trailer, which we've got to build, gets hooked up to this thing for the first time. That's gonna be one of the most satisfying days.